It's time for another coffee talk with John. Good morning, my friends. Here we are in gray and wet Akron, Ohio, Fair Lawn, Ohio. And the topic I have this morning is going to be kind of weird to get into, but I'm often talking about the fact that we are the creator of our experience. And, people will come to me and they'll be like, I don't know why things are just so out of my control, or so, I don't know what's going to happen, and it to me it's a fascinating conversation because we are the creator of our experience, and a lot of people just make creation be a willy-nilly experience. No, willy-nilly meaning just random. And the interesting thing is that they are the creator of their experience. And so when you're creating a random experience that you have no control of, you're going to have a random experience that you have no control of. You're actually creating it. But then you get frustrated because you're out of control of it and things are random. I look at the concept of creation in a very interesting way. I believe you set your intention, and then you take your present moment, and you put your thoughts, words, and deeds in alignment with your intention, and that draws that outcome close to you, draws your outcome to you, and then you experience it in your present moment. Because you never experience anything in the future. You always experience everything in your present moment. And the people who are just throwing caution to the wind and saying this is things are happening to me at random and things are just I have no control over what's going to happen next. It's like they're and I used this analogy with somebody the other day in a private session. I said it's like they're going down to the dock, they're starting the engine on their boat, and they're ripping the steering wheel out, and they're jumping in, and they're just going and letting the boat take you. Well, when you're in a boat with no steering wheel and a motor that's running and no way of turning it, it's highly unlikely you're going to end up at your destination. It's highly unlikely you're going to end up there. What every creation needs is someone to be at the wheel, someone who is keeping the intention moving, keeping the present moments in alignment, steering that ship towards the outcome, so that the outcome can be drawn to that ship. And often I find people who just will give up control, and a lot of times what I'll hear is something like, if it's God's will, or if God wants me to. Well, that means you're not in control. And that's not what the ancient texts say at all. Whatever you ask in God's name is granted if you have faith. It does not say whatever you ask in God's name is granted if God wants it for you. It does not say that anywhere. And Buddha says, what you think you become, you create your world. And Krishna said, you are the culmination of your thought. Right? You're the one who's creating the experience. But you can only create the experience is if you are the creator. And the second you say that you're not, and things are going to happen random to you, you are actually still creating. You're just creating a random experience that could be willy-nilly crazy. And that is why you're getting the outcomes that you're getting, is because you're not staying in your divinity. You're not staying in your space of I am creating. You're staying in a space of I have no control. And so God says, oh, you want no control? Okay, have that. Have that experience, because you're here to experience, and I'm here to supply you whatever you need for that experience. And that's what's going on with people who get lost in the randomness of the world, who get lost in the experience of they have no power, get lost in the experience of, it's God's will. God, what God wills for you is for you to create. that was the whole thing, right? That was the whole purpose of our being here, is for us to create so we can experience through our creation. And so my thought on this today is, grab the wheel of your ship, grab the wheel of your boat, choose where you're going, and steer towards it. The future is not set. There is no fate or destiny. The future is not set. It's all malleable. And like a GPS, you want to set your destination and then do all the steps along the path to get you to that destination. But you've got to set the destination, and you've got to steer the boat. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. See ya. Bye.
Thank you so much for watching. The John of New channel is solely funded by your generous donations and purchases of private readings and merchandise. To help out, go to johnofnew.com or use the donation link in the description below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.